can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay, yeah. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay, I need you to stay, need you to stay.
Why are men great till they gotta be great? Woo! I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that bitch. Even when I'm crying crazy, yeah, I got boy problems, that's the human in me. Bling bling, then I solve them, that's the goddess in me. You could've had a bad bitch, not committal. Help you with your career, just a little. You're supposed to hold me down, but you're holding me back. And that's the sound of me not calling you back. Why are men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo press, get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the bomb lighting. New man on the Minnesota Vikings. True hurts needed something more exciting. Bum bum be dum bum bee. You tried to break my heart, oh that breaks my heart. That you thought you ever had it, no you ain't from the start. Hey, I'm glad you're back with your bitch. I mean, who would wanna hide this? I will never ever 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 be your side chick. I put the singing single, ain't worried about a ring on my finger, so you can tell your friend, shoot your shot when you see him. It's okay, he already in my DM. Why are men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo press, get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the bomb lighting. New man on the Minnesota Vikings. True hurts needed something more exciting. Bum bum be dum bum bee. I'ma hit you back in a minute. I don't play tag, bitch, I've been it. We don't fuck with lies, we don't do goodbyes. We just keep it pushing like aye, aye, aye. I'ma hit you back in a minute. I don't play tag, bitch, I've been it. We don't fuck with lies, we don't do goodbyes. We just keep it pushing like aye, aye, aye. Why are men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo press, get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the bomb lighting. New man on the Minnesota Vikings. True hurts needed something more exciting. Bum bum be dum bum bee. With the bomb lighting, and I saw the Vikings.
Could I offer you a milkshake for you and your goals? Too smart for your own good. You're so clever that you never lose. You can start a new life with a benefit, knowing that it's never you. Let me be in the road. Ships and ladders, life is in a roller coaster with you. And I'm not amused. It don't matter, it's a game that I ain't willing to lose. But there ain't no winning with you. Shoots and ladders, life has been a roller coaster with you, and I'm not immune. Shoots and ladders, life has been a roller coaster with you, and I'm not immune. It don't matter, it's a game that I ain't willing to lose, but there ain't no winning with you. Won't you stop taking it off, huh? Oh, honey, honey pie, honey, honey, honey pie. Oh, girl, won't you stop taking it off, huh? Oh, honey, honey pie, honey, honey, honey pie. Oh, girl, don't you stop till you're my girl, and I won't stop it until you're my girl, and you can't stop it until you're my girl, and I can't find out what you want, what you got. I got that honey pie, come bite it. Bring your own fork, girl, you know I don't provide it. Oh, girl, won't you stop taking it off, huh? Oh, honey, honey pie, honey, honey, honey pie. Oh, girl, won't you stop taking it off, huh? Oh, honey, honey pie, honey, honey, honey pie. Don't you stop till you're my girl, and I won't stop it until you're my girl, and you can't stop it until you're my girl, and I can't find out what you want till you're my girl, and I won't stop it until you're my girl, and you can't stop that until you're my girl. Oh, girl, won't you stop taking it off, huh? Oh, honey, honey pie, honey, honey, honey pie. Oh, girl, won't you stop taking it off, huh? Oh, honey, honey pie, honey, honey, honey pie. Oh, girl, won't you stop till you're my girl, and I won't stop it until you're my girl, and you can't stop it until you're my girl, and I can't. Oh, girl, won't you stop what you got? I got that honey pie, go bite it. Honey, honey, honey.
Am I bad for you? 'Cause I live for the fire and the rain and the drama too, boy. And it feels like you never say what you want, and it feels like I can't get through, babe. Ooh, babe. 'Cause when it gets so low, it takes me higher. I'm not afraid to know my heart's desire.
Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done, it's about what you do. It's all about where you going, no matter where you've been. Let's go. Let's go. It's now or never. Let's go. Tomorrow's good, tonight is bad. Let's go. There is no better time. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Right now is where you shine. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done, it's about what you do. It's
When I am blind in my mind, I swear they be my rescue, my lifeline. I don't know what I'd do if I'd survive. My brothers and my sisters in my life. I know some people, they would die for me. We run together, they're my family. When I get up, they gon' be high with me. I'll say forever, my family. Family. I'll say forever, my family. try to stay still. Ain't nothing changed, now we're grown. We're still young, still got our mindless ways in a timeless phase, kicking songs. When I am blind, in my mind, I swear they be my rescue, my lifeline. I don't know what I'd do if I'd survive. My brothers and my sisters in my life. I know some people, they would die for me. We run together, they're my family. When I get up, they gon' be high with me. I'll say forever, my family.
Should have came in the mail. Anybody get the June spotlight? June spotlight. No? Let me see here. I'll go check with you. See if the mic's. Is this mic working? Is the mic working? Yes? Okay. All right. Awesome. Give us 1 second. I want to find the June spotlight for us. All right, we found it. Edgar found it. It literally just came in the mail. I knew it had to be here. I knew it had to be here. So if you guys haven't got it, you should be getting it in the mail. But the new June Spotlight magazine came out for the company. So I'm going to pull that up in a second. I got a couple books back here. Let's get mic'd up, get our notes going, and we'll get started here. Thanks, Drew. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Okay, all right. This weekend was like the hottest weekend, I think, in Chicago. It was like 90-some degrees, and just like it's heating up outside, we got to make sure we're keeping it heating up in here. Remember, it's the heat of summer right now, and right now you should be in the heat of the month. It is the second week down of the month. We have 3 weeks to go. That's a long time. That's a long time. If you don't jump on it and you procrastinate, before you know it, you're gonna be at the end of the month. 3 weeks will fly by as well. So stay honed in on your goals, guys. We have people today at LDS. So I just want to let everybody know. First of all, does anybody know what LDS stands for? What do you think? Leadership, development, seminar, school. Seminar. Who thinks it stands for seminar? Leadership Development Seminar. Who thinks it stands for Leadership Development School? We get any hands for school on virtual there, Drew? Everybody saying school? If you said school, you are correct. So it's Leadership Development School, okay? They have Leadership Development School 101, 201, 301, 401. And each time it's when you get promoted to the next level. So when you become a supervisor, you would attend 101. When you become a manager, a GA, you attend 201. When you become an MGA, you attend 301. And an RGA would be like a 401, right? So recently, over this past month, we had a bunch of our supervisors head down to McKinney, down to Dallas, Texas, and they got to visit our home office. How was that, guys?
Awesome.
Pretty awesome. I got all thumbs up from around, good feedback, and I just want to congratulate you guys for getting invited down there. Number one, but also I got feedback from people that have come and attended our agency. The president came here. You guys know the president of the company was here, right? Natalie Linker, our director, came to visit, and we had a bunch of our people were down in Cancun this past year at our convention, and a lot of the SGAs and a lot of the top people in the company were there, and they were kind of meeting people from our agency as well. And every single person has given me feedback on our team, and they just say that it's just all positive feedback. And I can't just tell you, that's probably one of the best compliments that we could have gotten. We get all these Google reviews and everything out there, but when our peers meet some of our managers, some of our leaders, some of our top people in the agency all across the country, these people are meeting our people, and they're giving me good, positive feedback. They say you have one of the sharpest crews out there. You guys have just wait. They can't believe the potential that we have here. So I just got great feedback from everybody in the company on that, and I just want to congratulate you on compliments on compliments you've been getting, actually. So right now today is 201. So 201 today is for the GAs. So you'll notice a lot of our GAs are actually down in Texas right now today in a seminar in the school, getting taught and trained by the best. And later today, actually, as soon as this meeting's over, I'm actually heading right over to the airport. Drew, would you mind giving me a ride in your new Jeep? Drew got a Jeep, so I figured maybe he could fit my luggage in the back of that thing. But we got to fly over to the airport, and I'm heading down there today. They have me speaking tomorrow to kind of close out the meeting tomorrow. So I'll be speaking as soon as I'm done. I hop off stage, and then I literally fly right back. So it'll be a quick in and out trip. But that goes without saying, that is a even bigger compliment to us as an agency, because they're asking me to close down. And what they're saying, it's the biggest, largest ever in company history. It's the biggest 201 in person that they've ever done in company history. And they said it's one of the biggest, best lineups that they've ever had. So they're asking me, to speak on our behalf and close it down tomorrow. So y'all be excited to do that. But as you guys know, we're in the middle of August right now. This is pressed to be our biggest and best month ever, which means we're going to need everyone here to have their biggest and best month ever. So what is your biggest number you've ever done? What is it? You got to really put these numbers in front. You got to identify it a little bit, and it's okay. It's okay to aim high. Because what I'm going to ask you to do is something a little bit different than what you're thinking. I'm going to say, typically what you want to do is you want to find your biggest number that you've ever done in a month, right? And the goal is this month is to beat it. Even if you beat it by $1, right? The price is right. Even if you beat it by $1, okay, you beat it. And that's called like a max out. If you ever work out, you don't max out every time you work out, do you? Anybody know how that works out? No, right? We horseback riding, right? You don't run them horses super hard every time you're out there, do you? No, just when they need it, when you need it, right? And just like in the business, okay, we want to have our biggest day every day, our biggest week every week, our biggest month every month, right? But sometimes you want to max out a little bit. Sometimes you want to test and just see what you're capable of, right? So you'll work out, and then you'll just say, you know what? What happens if I give it my all? No. I mean my absolute all. No. I mean everything I got. That's what a max out is, to where you are spent. You can't do another one. You only did one, and that one was soup, right? So you want to find out what your max is. So this month is an opportunity to do that, especially when you have a 5-week month like this. This is a prime opportunity for you to have your biggest month. But just remember, your biggest month is going to be made up of some big weeks. It's going to be made up of some big days out there. So we have some contests going on as well. Drew, if you can pull up the one, which one you want to pull up first, Drew? Drew got some cool pictures to pull up for us. He's going to pull up for us. Okay. We have Natalie Linker and Fred Hedaya. They're coming to visit the agency. So get a quick peek of who's coming to visit. Fred Hedaya been with the company. He was with the company for 12 years. He retired with over $100,000 of residual income. He ran the state of Pennsylvania on the, I guess you say the eastern side of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. So I was in Pittsburgh. He was in Philadelphia. And we were kind of like almost like sort of cross-state rivalries for a second, but we're also just really good friends. He was at my wedding, and I can't say enough great things about Fred Hedaya. He's a legend with the company. So when you talk about Hall of Famers, this might be someone that that you could look up, and you'll see just an illustrious history. If this was like the NFL Hall of Fame, he'd be in it, And then Natalie Linker as well, if you saw up on there, she is our director. Right now, she's the top director in the company. So I don't know. We got some good people coming to visit us. That is going to be on the 16th, which, if I'm not mistaken, is right around the corner, right? That's Monday. So how do you qualify to get the lunch with them? They'll be here at the agency meeting. They'll get to speak. So everybody's going to get to see them. You can meet them. Natalie Linker will literally give someone the shirt off her back. Like, she will do anything she can to help you succeed in this career. And I can't tell you how many people there are like that. So I want you to know that if you need like anything at all, there is someone here. And if they're not here, they're out there, and I can get you in touch with them. If you need help, pointers, advice, direction, inspiration, just someone to talk to that's maybe in a similar situation as yourself, I guarantee you that there is someone in the same spot that you're in, and probably worse, but they're doing more, and I can get you in touch with them people, right? So there's never going to be a situation where no one's going to be able to help you. But Natalie Linker, man, that's somebody that I want in my corner, because she will help you out and get you going. And like I said, so if you get to go to lunch with her, also Fred Hedaya, that's going to be on Monday right after the agency meeting. So like I said, they'll speak. If you want to get your pictures with them or something like that, they'll be sticking around a little bit after the meeting. Then we're going to head over to lunch. We also have a training class coming up on Monday as well. So I might even have to stick back, because I'll be attending to the training class a little bit, but you guys can head lunch with them. And to get to lunch, we got the top 2 people on what? Personal recruits from direct messaging. So have you been sending direct messages? All you do is you take a pre-typed message, right? And something that you feel is personable to yourself. And then you send it out to 10 people a day while you're drinking coffee, while you're sitting in the kitchen over there, making some food or something, while you're waiting for your food to heat up in the microwave, while you're placing an order, while you're waiting in line. Like, there's always these little gaps in the day that I think some people are able to take more advantage of than others. So that's an opportunity right there. So we're looking for the top 2 people who got personal recruits from DMs. We're looking for personal recruits from the home. This is from the president. And these are from opportunities that are not being even taken advantage of right now. So from personal recruits from the home, that's when you're meeting with a client and you just say, hey, you see how I met with you guys today? Do you know anybody that you can see doing something like this as well? Right? Who do you know? And you don't, typically when you ask questions like that, you could just, can anybody correct me on what I just said right there? I said, do you know? That's the wrong way to put it, right? You never say, do you know? Stephen Shealy, he caught it. What do you say? Who do you know? Who do you know, right? So even you got to catch yourself saying the stuff. You never want to get in the bad habits, right? And it's never, oh, well, do you know anybody that would need a child safety kit? Do you know anybody that would need life insurance? Do you know what the answer to that question is? Right? You're giving them a yes or no opportunity, right? And when you put them into a yes or no, they can say, well, yes. Now what? Right? See, even if they say yes, it's still like, now what? But they could also say no. So if you just say, well, who do you know, changes up the game. It's a more open-ended question. Makes sense, right? And it's more of assumptive. It's because you're assuming that they know somebody, right? So anyways, like I said, who do you know that you could see doing something like I'm doing, meeting with you, going over blah, blah, blah. And then you could throw suggestions out there. Typically, we see people in the service industry, people with a sales background, people who maybe played college sports before, throw out a couple suggestions of what you're looking for. And that's how I'm just giving you guys the advice on what they're saying so you can capitalize on this so you can get to this lunch. Okay. And then the last thing is going to be on what? Referrals collected. Just referrals collected. Referrals collected. Okay. And that's put into the impact. All right. Awesome. So that's how you get to the lunch. How do you get to how do you get some tickets in the pot, and how do you get an invitation for the party on the 25th? And I'm lining up some special guests right now. So I'm going to talk to a couple of top people in the company, and I'm going to have them fly in for the party as well, so that when you're there, you'll be able to talk to them, meet them, and pick their brain a little bit as well. So, I'm not going to throw any names out there right now, but, I'm going to pull up some of the top, people in the company, fly them in. And when you guys attend, you'll be able to hang out with them as well. I might even be able to get them to stop up the office if I could get them in a day early. So that's going to be awesome. So it's going to be Saturday, September 25th. It's going to be at my house. It's up at Windstone. Frank Thomas is my neighbor. Okay. We are going to do a white party, and it's for you and a guest. Okay. And I wanted to make sure everybody can attend. So all we put it is $2,000 a week, which would be $10,000 for the month, and you get a ticket. Okay, I can't say that your invitation is going to be wrapped in gold or something. All right, but you're getting an invitation. All right, and then the second thing is we're doing a raffle for a bunch of money there as well. We're going to be pulling tickets. Top person for the month is getting a guaranteed $1,000, and then we're going to be pulling tickets based upon how much production the agency does. Okay, the tickets are going to start at $300,000. At $300,000, we're going to start putting money in for the tickets. Okay, and then we got at $335, $370, and at $400, the numbers are going to go up. Once we hit $400,000, there'll be $10,000 in the pot, and we were going to be handing out $10,000 cash on a Saturday night, and it'll be pretty good time. How do you get a ticket? It'll be $6,000 ALP, get you a ticket for the month. So I think over 5 weeks, if anybody could do the math on that, is that 1,200? Yeah, right? So if you do 1,200 a week for 5 weeks, that's 6,000 for a month, right? How do you do 1,200 for a week? You get a $100 check, just $100, okay? Which is less than half of what the average person pays AT&T a month without even thinking or batting an eye, right? So just keep things in perspective. Does that make sense? Okay, all right. So that's what gets us one ticket, and then every 2,000 over gets us another ticket. When you hit 10,000, you're gonna get an extra ticket, okay? And then the tickets are just gonna go up and up and up. All right. So I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait to celebrate with everybody. Literally every time I go outside and I look around in my house and in my backyard, it's just, there's nobody there but me. And all I could think about is, man, I can't wait. When's the 25th? Like it's marked in my calendar. I can't wait for the 25th. So it's not just me anymore. It's me and all of us, and plus some guests flying in, and it's a blast with the DJ, butler, catering, valet, all the good stuff. It's gonna be a blast. Can't wait to have you guys. All right, we're gonna do it up right. So anyways, we had some outstanding performances. Are they back here? Okay. All right. So Gio is in Texas today. Gio's in Texas attending the LDS, all right? So I don't have him to hop on the screen here, but I got 3 outstanding performances that I would like to recognize. And just as a reminder, these are given out on a weekly basis. How do you obtain one of these? These are on a weekly basis. So if you have a good week, a big week, you're going to get one of these. 4,000 ALP in personal production will always get you this. But you can also earn these as a supervisor, as a manager, general manager, regional manager as well. This is something you want to get framed. Tell your mom to stick up on the refrigerator, okay? But let's give it up here, and we'll start with $5,263 in an outstanding performance. And this looks like for the week of July 30th. This is coming to you in mail here. Mr. Ryan Wilson. We'll have to mail this out to you. Mail this out to Ryan. Okay,
Hey, it's
this
all good.
one's here.
I can print it out myself.
Okay, well, we're going to hang it up in the office. I'm gonna make
Yeah, I want you, whenever I come out there, I want to see it hanging up somewhere.
We're going to put it up on the refrigerator in the kitchen. How's that, guys? Okay, we have this one edged you out by a little bit. This is 5437 for the week ending July 30th. Way to end the month. Mr. Stephen Ellis. Good stuff, man.
Appreciate it. Let's go.
And way to end the month with July 30th. Check this out, guys. $12,686. Okay, if you're at home, you can do this. You guys, I'm going to ask you if we can get on our feet one more time. 12,686. Miss Ashley Miza. Look at this. Did you get this one yet? Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Great job. Great job. Awesome. We have a couple Google reviews. We got a lot, guys, a lot. Every single week, the Google reviews get bigger and bigger and bigger. And Gio wants to read them all. And I have to kind of tell him, like, hey, we can only do like 5 or maybe a couple more, you know. But they're all so good. We want to read them all. I really do. So we're just going to pick the most recent ones. This is from 11 hours ago, guys. 11 hours ago. Check this out. Sonia said that this gentleman did a great job laying everything out, took his time to answer any questions, absolutely no rush, made sure we understood everything, and was so very kind. We had a great experience and was very informed on how to decide what we needed. This would go for Mr. Stephen Shealy. You remember Sonia? Yeah, he knew it was her. How about this? 11 hours ago. These people are going in on a Sunday. You'd think that they're so busy. Everybody's so busy. Well, how could they be so busy on a Sunday? They're going in and giving you guys Google reviews, right? How about the Carious King? Wonder who saw this one. This is just right in a row here. Must have been pretty busy yesterday. Was absolutely wonderful. Broke things down so we could make the best decision for us and our family as best as we could. Very friendly, educational, and professional. Made us feel as we were family. Check this out. Stephen Shealy. 2 in a row. I just said I was going to go with the most recent ones here, so I'm reading down the line. How about yesterday? We had Kevin Latiker. This individual was a pleasure to talk to. She was very knowledgeable, very informative. As I asked questions, she made sure I got an answer and understood that answer. She presented a good value to me, updating my coverage. She was thorough, didn't leave me guessing. She was a professional, at the same time, personable. Personable. Marissa Colwell. Good job, Marissa. Okay, here was a teamwork. These 2 individuals are very thorough, clear, and timely in their response and information. Thank you very much. Christina Santiago said this about Benjamin and Ryan. Good job, boys. Good job, boys. Okay. Okay. How about this? You guys want, we got two more. We got you, Ben and Ryan got another one. Ben and Ryan got another one. Just so you guys know, they got another one. Here we go. The insurance representative blank was very informative about the insurance offered through the insurance company. He was very polite and answered all the questions that we asked him. He discussed the insurance and with the other company, and it says more, but I can't read the rest of it. So this person had a lot to say. Danita Jackson had a lot of great things to say about Zach Macarack. Great job, Zach. All right, and the last one, here we go. This individual was very professional and informative. He added a nice personal touch. My husband and I enjoyed our conversation with him very much. He was a pleasure to work with. Very good job. This is from Nicole and Chris Rusk. And they said this about Mo Harris. Great job, Mo. Great job, Mo. But yeah, we got a bunch more here. Looks like Jay Vaughn had one. Reich had one. They didn't give a name. The guy was very informative. We didn't get a name on that one. But shout out. Let's give one more round of applause. Shout out to you guys. Great job on getting us Google reviews. Great job. Oh, yes. Huge, huge. And I'll tell you who will be really proud of this will be the president of the company. Because before he was president, we didn't have no Google reviews as a company, like barely any. So he made it an initiative. And if you look right now, I could pull it up. We have recently, they showed it. And I think Mike Labossi actually posted this. Mike Labossi is the head of like recruiting with the company. I thought he posted it somewhere. Maybe not. Didn't he? He sent it to us in email. Okay. It was an email he sent it to us. But I believe out of 5 stars, is it 4.9 or 4.7? 4.8. You sure? All right. That was a test to see if you knew what it was. So was it 4.7 or was it 4.9? And you know what the answer was? It's 4.8. 4.8. How about that, huh? So American Income is rated over how many? 69,000 people. 69,000 people has rated America. That's a lot of people, right? You know, 4.8. Not too bad. Not too bad, right? So definitely on to something. And for us, for you, I just can't tell you how much of a tool this is. And when I was as an agent and I had to meet with clients and I had to be out there, this would have just been huge. I would have been all over top of this, okay? And I would have been filling my impact with just referrals. Because I used to drive around and my trunk was full of just referral cards, like these little cards filled with everybody's names on them. I had them like situated by city. It was a complicated system, but I made it pretty simple. This is easier because now you can just put them right into your impact and you'll never lose a name. All right, so outstanding performance Google reviews. Don't forget, last month we got residual income checks, and before you know it, the residual income checks will be here on typically the 14th business day of the month. If you're wondering when's they typically get here, so I tell you, about mid next week we should be getting more residual income checks already. So that happened pretty quick. Now we had some individuals last month. Today is our recognition meeting for the month. So we're going to end with the recognition portion for the agency meeting. We had some people go above and beyond. And the first individual we're going to recognize is going to be our top agent for the month of July. Okay. Month of July for us, we were #1 for our category for the company. And one of the biggest reasons is because we have people and individuals in this agency that go above and beyond, and that puts our agency above and beyond. You know, we definitely wouldn't be able to accept these awards. They wouldn't be asking me to speak all this type of stuff as a collective group if we didn't have strong individuals. You know, a chain is only as big as strong as its weakest link, right? Well, you know, our top agent has just continuously led this agency in the pack and has made no excuses, has been relentless. As you realize that when you want to do small things, there's not going to be much resistance to jump, you know, 2 inches off the ground, right? But if you want to jump higher, there's going to be more resistance because of what? Because of gravity. Was there a guy named Newton or something? Right? Did he make up some Newtons or things, right? They pull you back down, right? Hopefully one of you science people know what I'm talking about, right? But if the higher that you go, the more what? More resistance you're going to get, right? And this individual continues to see this, like, right, what they're doing? There's the person with a ladder. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see the ladder, right? She just continues to climb higher and higher. But when she goes up, look what she's doing now. Trying to help other people do it as well. That's Ashley. Ashley Miza has continued to raise the bar. And every time she steps up on this ladder, she wants to step up again and step up again. And the higher that you climb, the more responsibilities you're going to have and the less rights you're going to have. And when you want to be successful, you give up a lot of your rights. You know, if you want to be the #1 person in whatever it is, if it's horseback riding, you want to be a performer, if you want to be a #1 person, like, what's that guy, the hip hop preacher? What's his name? Eric Thomas. Does anybody know Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher? He's a world renowned motivational speaker. He travels all over the place. In order to do that, you're going to have to give up your rights. You don't have the right to go out and party on Friday nights anymore. You don't have the right to sleep in anymore. You don't have the right to be irresponsible anymore. You know? So I just noticed how, you know, as Ashley just continues to dominate and continues to climb, she's growing and going up in the business, and her persistence. Anytime she wants to go to the next level, there's more resistance. It don't even matter what type of resistance it's going to be, because her persistence is bigger than any resistance that she's faced this year. She's continued to be persistent. She's continued to work hard through all the adversity that everybody else faces. She faces the same adversities, but she just makes it happen. She makes it happen. And she continues to think bigger as well. So last month we put a contest out there as well. And I said, whoever does over 24,000 is going to get the lion chain too. I'm so happy to pronounce and announce that not only was Ashley the #1 agent for the month of July, she did, let's just say it's like 25,900 and something. So we're going to say 20. She did $26,000 in production for the month. And in order to get the lion chain, you had to do 24, right? So it's ordered, it's in, and I can't wait to present it to you as soon as it comes in the mail. But congratulations to our #1 agent, Miss Ashley Miza. Come on up. You could hold it or you could clip it.
Okay.
It's your world.
You guys hear me like this? Is it loud enough? You guys good? Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate the introduction a lot. It's all really, 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 really kind. And honestly, guys, I mean, being recognized as a top producer, I mean, it's just like any of the awards following this. I mean, it's a team award, but just kind of the other way around. I mean, I wouldn't be here today if #1, it wasn't for AIL. I'd be living paycheck to paycheck still. #2, if it wasn't for Tommy, because I mean, how cool is it, guys, that we all get to be in business for ourselves? I mean, we all get to be entrepreneurs, yet, I mean, we don't have to develop systems or procedures or pay any overhead costs. I mean, somebody does. I mean, somebody grinded 13 years so that we didn't have to reinvent the wheel. So, I mean, obviously, that's where a lot of this comes from. And Gio, who hired me and brought me all the way to Chicago. And I mean, I'm up here being recognized with a brand new agency as being top producer. And I mean, it's because I followed somebody that was a top producer at an agency that'd been around a lot longer and was a top producer out of thousands of people. You know, I'm not where I'm at today alone. I mean, Vince put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into my training. Casey has always been there for questions and support as an RGA, and then Austin's my direct upline. So, I mean, it's not my results aren't a product of just me. I mean, it's a team award, just like any of the other awards following. And I'm just going to share with you guys today 3 things that'll hopefully move everybody forward, hopefully help you guys get a little bit further along. And the first is just how to make decisions. So this is really, guys, what separates, I would say, the people that are top 1% from bottom 99%. So most people make decisions based off of emotions. 99% of the world does. Now, if you want to have crazy results, you can't do that. You have to make out a game plan that's going to help you hit your results and follow that based off of logic. Because, guys, success is hard. You know, I mean, it's easy when you're brand new and it's exciting and you see, wow, there's all this opportunity, but when you're actually in the process, it can be mundane. And there's going to be a lot of days that you don't feel like doing anything. You know, a lot of days when it's easier to just hit snooze on the alarm button. I mean, you have to make decisions based off of logic and what's going to help you hit your goals rather than how you feel. And that's going to separate. It's going to make the biggest difference in the world. The second thing that I hope will help is just where to put your guys' focus. Now, we're in a results-driven business, so it's very, very easy to focus on results. However, success is a roller coaster. So rather than focusing on results, focus on growth. Because if you're focused on results, then that's going to actually hinder your growth. Whereas if you focus on the growth, there's a lot of uncontrollable factors in this deal. A lot of them. A lot of stuff is going to happen that you can't control. And you can give it your all, and you're not always going to get the same results every single week. But if you're focusing on getting 1% better every day, and if you're focusing on your growth, then what happens is all of a sudden you're an overnight success, and all of a sudden you have results that you can't explain. And lastly, guys, is just having a level of selflessness. So hopefully this helps with your guys' closing ratio. So I'm just going to explain my mentality a little bit. So whenever I'm in a presentation, my mentality is not how can I make the most money off of you. Guys, there are billions of people in this world. I know throughout my career, I'm going to acquire thousands of clients. So, you know, for me to sit down behind a computer and think, how can I make thousands and thousands of dollars off of you when I can have thousands of clients? I mean, it really doesn't matter. You know, this client that I'm sitting down with, I mean, hopefully they're not going to have thousands of life insurance policies throughout their lifespan. You know, hopefully they're just going to have one. You know, hopefully this is a plan that they're going to pay for the rest of their life, and then it's going to eventually pay out to their family. So what's more important? That I make the most money off the client that I'm sitting down with, or that I set them up with a plan that's going to best fit their family's need? So I'm not saying not to make money, like you will, but what has to come first is the client. And when that comes first, then God has your back. You know, and you know, sometimes people come to me and they'll say, like, how do you beat rebuttals? Like, I want to think about it. But to be completely honest, I think part of the reason that my closing ratio is high is because I'm actually really bad at sales. Like I really, you know, when it comes to like, I want to think about it, like I don't have all these tricks up my sleeves. It's just, I don't get that quite as much as a lot of people do because I'm not trying to force products down people's throats that they don't want or they don't need. And people can read that. You know, we live in a world where everyone's constantly being taken advantage of. And people appreciate authenticity and you being real. So they can read the disposition of your heart, and they know when you're being genuine and authentic. And when they read that, that eliminates the rebuttals. So I hope that helps, guys. And yeah, I think next month's going to be the biggest month ever. Or this month is.
Great job, Ashley. And if you guys know, she was talking about, you know, emotional competency, you know, understanding not acting out of and reacting out of emotion, you know, acting out of logic, right? And she said, focus on what? Did she say focus on the results? No, she said focus on what? Not the activity, but the growth. Focus on the growth, right? So, I was over there taking notes because, if you pull up the Spotlight magazine, guys, this is it, man. These are the superstars in the business. When I was a little kid, you know what I used to pull up? Spotlight magazine. When I was 5 years old, I used to read the Spotlight magazine too. When I was 8, I would take my be at the store and I'd buy a Spotlight magazine. Did you guys get the Spotlight when you were little? My Spotlight magazine was Sports Illustrated. Okay. So when I was little, I knew everybody and everybody who played every position on every team every year because it changed. So I knew who the running back was for Dallas Cowboys this year, who it was for New Orleans, who played for the Packers. I knew everybody who played every position in the NFL. Right. I haven't bought Spotlight. I haven't bought the Sports Illustrated. I switched over to the Spotlight. I switched up my Sports Illustrated, So subscribe to this. These are the superstars in the business. And we got one right here. Look at this, right? Number eight for the month of May, number 8. And also year to date. This is everybody in the entire world. Okay. Number nine, rookie producer, right here, Ashley Maza, number 9, right? So we got her right in the house. And not too far from her is number 22 in the world right now. We got 22 in the world. Miss Christina Andy as well. So two people in our agency, 2 ladies lighting it up right now. Business Illustrated, you could call it. Okay. Next, we're going to go to our top supervisor for the month. This is someone that was one of the first essay promotions we had of the year this year. So he's been an essay now for 4 or 5 months and been fighting back and forth. The essay is not an easy position because you're learning how to train and develop and manage others while you're still managing and developing yourself, So it's a lot. Most people can't even manage themselves. Amen. Right. You probably know some people in your life that you're like, they can barely manage themselves, right? You probably don't want them managing anything in your business, Well, when you become a supervisor and a leader, this is where you're taking on responsibilities of not only yourself, but you're taking on a bunch of responsibility and be unselfish and servant to others. So this individual has been extremely servant to his team, and that's why his team was number 1 for the month. But I'll tell you another reason why is because when you look at his personal production, he led from the front just a little bit more than the person who came in second place this month. So I will tell you, hats off for leading from the front, setting an example as well in your position. But let's give it up for our number 1 supervisor, Mr. Marvin Mondragon. Here we go.
Thank you. Well, I don't really have much to say other than it's not a self-award, it's a team award. And this opportunity really helped me, really, they say leadership, they show the vision for others, not just for yourself. So being able to spread your vision to other people is something that is a gift that keeps on giving. So not only for myself, but for my team and just showing how it's possible for others. Again, not only for myself, because I know what's possible. So the fact that I'm able to show other people what's possible and have them believe in themselves, it just really means the world to me. And I just wish to be able to influence others more and show other people that it's possible to be up here as well. Maybe not this month, but this can be someone else next month or in a few months from now. Every single one of you guys on the Zoom call in this room have what it takes to be up here as a leader, as a producer. And, all I really have to say is just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that you have what it takes. You have the skill sets that is required to be a leader, to be a producer, to be whatever you want to be. If you believe that you can, you're right. If you believe that you can't, then you're also right. So just choose which one you want to believe in. You know what I mean? So that's really all I have to say.
Great job, Marvin. Great month. Is that back-to-back months? I think it is. We go for a 3-peat. Where's the supervisors? You're gonna give them a run here? Huh? All right. So top GAs for the month. Top GA for the month. Well, a lot of times when you're a top GA, you have a bunch of top people around you because this is more of a leadership award. And since this individual came into our agency, has just illustrated leadership before he ever had a leadership title. A lot of people say that, well, when I get that leadership position, then I'll start acting like a leader, right? Not not our GA, not our top GA last month. Our top GA last month was Reich, and since the day Reich walked in, he acted like a leader, whether he knew it or not. He was the one who was excited, and he was here like the first one in the morning, still is to this day. And he's here till 10, 11 o'clock at night, still wanting to learn more, wanting to learn more. And it's infectious. And he's gotten other people, I don't know about if he meant to do it or not, but he's infected a lot of other people with that situation there. And it's a good habit to have. And he sets a great example for many other people in leadership and people aspiring to be in leadership. So, I'm proud of our GA for the month. He's put together a great team, and they had a great performance last month, guys. So shout out to the whole entire team as well. But let's give it up for our number one GA. He's not here today, Mr. Reich Hussein. We're going to go video. Reich is on a rooftop in Dallas.
One. So, Reich, you were top GA for the month. Amazing, great work. We're all so proud of you. So, what would you say contributed to your success this month?
Man, this is a team award, guys. I have the best team in the world. I always make the reference that my two essays are my right and left hand. Marvin and Faith, I couldn't have done it without the guys. We got some new people on the team, Ronnie, Paul, already crushing it. We got the two superstars on the team. The females are taking over, guys, and that's Shay and Amina and my boy Alejandro. Shout out to him. He had his daughter's 13th birthday. Everything is big over here. It's all a team award. Sincerely, the only thing I would really give to you guys is we always want to make sure we're outworking the guy next to us. We always have to remember that the guy right next to you might be putting in 9 hours that week, but I promise you, if you put in that 10 hours, 4 weeks in a row, the rewards are going to pay out. The grind gods are watching, guys, and honestly, like I said, shout out to my team. Thank you, everyone, and you guys have a good meeting, all right?
One.
All right. So did you get the notes on that? He said, everything is big over here. I don't know if that's on your team, Marvin. Is that, or is he in Texas? Because when you're in Texas, everything is bigger in Texas, right? So I don't know if that's why he was saying that, or maybe both. Okay. But let's move it up to our top MGA. Well, our top MGA, he had the top essay in the agency last month. He had the top GA in the agency last month. So if you're an MGA and you got the top essay and the top GA, that's going to put you in a good spot, right? So, this individual got promoted to an MGA at the beginning of this year. And over the past 6-7 months has continued to grow and grow and grow the team. And it's been a back and forth battle between Gio and Vince over the past few months. But this past month, you guys came to play. This team at the end of the month put on a great performance in the last 2 weeks, specifically the last week of the month. And it gave them a big leg up and put you guys ahead by a couple lengths if this was a horse race. Okay. And you guys won by, let's say 25 to 30% more production than second place. Okay. In this last month. But I can't say enough good things about Vince, guys. Vince is someone who's got a huge heart. If you're ever around him, he cares a lot, and he almost wears his heart on his sleeve at sometimes, but in a good way. And he will another person who will take his shirt off his back and give it to you. He's been here from the day that we moved out here, and he's helped carry this agency and grow this agency to what it is today. But he's also set a great example in leadership, following, Reich, with Marvin. I mean, you guys, obviously you're falling right in the footsteps of your top MGA right now. And and he's not here, but we got a video coming from right. Okay, all right. But our number one MGA just hit his 3-year anniversary with the company as well, but is going to be Mr. Vince Masseri. Vince, come on, Vince. Let's bring him up on the screen.
How that has to pretty much be non-existent for some part of your career to make those sacrifices, to make that happen, to all the way to you know, the marriage, the tough ride that he had coming up and down with his now you know, of course, wife Daisy, and they're expecting their second little one here soon. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I closed my eyes and I imagined some of those things, and I did get goosebumps, and it did really take me back to why I started this deal. And I think my whole team can agree with me right now when I say we will and we are going to sacrifice whatever it takes to make this happen and make not only my team successful, but this agency in its entirety successful, and make this world, this country, a better place. One thing at a time, 1 year at a time, one highly developed, newly developed manager and individual at a time. He also ended, guys, by saying, you know, I don't even think he ended. He started by saying, you're in the United States of America. I mean, he has that immigrant mentality where he skipped a full ride to law school to continue his internship at AIL. And he never stops putting it in his speeches either, that you're in the USA. You got to understand, we're waking up privileged already. There is every opportunity that you have is here if you're willing to make the sacrifice, guys. And that's us here at American Income Life. We got the best opportunity out there, guys. Love you guys. Have a good meeting. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Balance how that.
Okay, are we good, Drew? Yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, so that was Vince's speech. Tell him good job when you see him. I guess he sent 2 of them over to Drew. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it sounds like he just heard Mike Vasu speak, and he was fired up about Mike Vasu's speech. And he was talking about the sacrifices that he's made, and anybody at the top of anything, they've made sacrifices. So, you know, nobody trips and falls onto the top of a mountain. It just don't happen. You don't trip and fall on top, right? But you know what I'm going to say next, right? You can trip and fall off the top of the mountain if you don't watch it, right? And if you're not appreciative of that. So, congratulations to all of the individuals last month who crushed it. Great job. Everybody spoke very well. As an agency, as I mentioned here, we were topping the company every month. We got proof of this. So I just wanted to share with you guys and celebrate real quick. We ended up for the month of May. This is the month of May. This is the June. But we were in here for category 10, number 1 in category 10. So you'll see us in there for that. Great job, guys. Year to date, we are 327% of quota. Second place in the company is 114% of quota. Yeah, I think we might get the award at the end of the year. At the end of the year, they give an award for number 1 for highest percentage of quota, right? So that would be awesome, guys. That would be great as well. But we're definitely in our category, just in our category, year to date. Let's see. Looks has us as doubling up second place. So we're pretty comfortable ahead in that. Now, I was going to go over what it takes to be in the top of each position here. So if you want to know, what did the top rookie producers in the company do for the month of May? Top five. In the month of May, this is the month of May. 5 did 25,000. Number 4 did 25,000. Number 3 did 31. Number 2 did 34, and number 1 did 40,000 for the month of May. The top veteran producers, number 1 did 77,000 for the month of May. Number 2 did 51. Number 3 did 50. Those are the vets. The top supervisors, so Marvin, this is for the entire company, right, is 60,000 of first 6-month production, number 1. Number 2, 47. Number 3, 40. number 439. So right around 40,000 will get you in the top 3 in the company of first 6-month production. So that's about 10,000 a week right there. GAs, top GAs is 70,000, 64,000, and 60,000 are the top 3 GAs. Top 5, 50,000 is a team. This is a team number. So if you're a GA, if you're on a GA team right now, you know, this is the number that you guys need to be shooting for if your goals are to be in the top in the company, be about 50,000 a month. Top MGAs in the company, well, the top MGAs in the company are looking at about 170,000 for the month. Yeah, about 170 to 150,000 for the month, top MGAs. And the top RGAs are doing about 520,000 a month. Those are the top MGAs. All right. That's the Spotlight magazine. So let's wrap up here, guys, and we'll get on out of here. So I got 2 career quotes that always stuck with me. You know, first of all, if you're looking for a career, you want to find a career that provides opportunity, right? So the more guarantees that you have on your income, the more limits you're going to have on your income. The less guarantees that you have on your income, the less limits you're going to have on your income. So when you're looking for opportunity, you want to have opportunity that has limits, or do you want to have opportunity that has no limits? No limits, right? Well, if you want no limits, then you also have to accept no what? No guarantees, right? No ceilings, no floor. What's the rapper that had no ceilings? Lil Wayne, right? So anyways, so that's the first quote. And then the second quote, though, is when you're looking for opportunities, people are out there, and the reason that they're doing this is because they want to make sure that their family is taken care of most of the time, right? You want to have enough so that you can make sure your family is secure, right? And the world is variable out there. This is not a secure world, you know? So people want to, in a, I guess, an unsure, uncertain environment in uncertain times, people really want to find certainty more than ever. That's why you'll notice that life insurance, especially over this specific pandemic, but in any times of uncertainty, people have went back to the certain. What do they know works? What's for sure? What's guaranteed, right? And you know what that is? It's life insurance. And there's all kind, but out of all the most certain guaranteed life insurance, what's the best is the whole life. And that's what our company actually specializes in, right? So the more that people seek security, the less of it they're going to have. That's the quote. The more that you seek security, the less of it you're going to have. You can't go for the secure if you want to be secure. The more that you seek opportunity, the more that you're going to achieve the security that you originally desired. But it's kind of backwards. So, you know, you want security, so then people go take the secure job, right? And then they end up finding that 30 years from now, they don't have no security at all. They're pretty much in the same spot as everyone else. So, you know, shout out, hats off to everyone here, number one, who recognized the fact that they can't take the secure. They have to go for opportunity. So we all here recognize we need to go for opportunity, right? But when you're looking for opportunity, right, what kind of opportunity do we want? We want opportunity that is unlimited, right? It is very, very rare thing that not many people truly understand the full aspect. And I don't even truly understand it. I just know it's that damn good. But I don't know how good it is, but I know it's good. I've been here for 13 years. I still don't understand the grand scope of how awesome of a situation that we just tripped and fell into. Not only are we in America, like Vince said, but you know, I challenge some of the managers to step up their belief. You know, you can't say you really believe in yourself and you really believe in the company and you really believe in the opportunity, but you've never said anything to anybody about it. You haven't brought anybody into the company. So I challenged some of the leaders to do some recruiting. And one of the leaders called me on Saturday and said, I'm going to the mall, right? What should I say if this person says something to me, or if I say something to them? And what I found out is that less is more. This manager wanted to say a whole bunch, right? And I was like, that's all good, but you're giving them too much. TMI. You know TMI? Too much information. That's what he was doing. So less is more in those situations. And but I said to him, I was like, listen, if they ever ask you, what's the name of the company, right? What's the name of, what company do you work for? What's the name of the company? What do you say? He said, you ever watch baseball? That's a good one. You ever watch baseball? You could say that. Okay, because they just had the World Series down in Texas at Globe Life Field, right? And that's my parent company is Globe Life. You know, so that's a good introduction. That's not a bad one if somebody asks you that. However, what I say to them is something like this. I'll say, oh, well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. All right, because the name of my company is probably 3 of the greatest words in the American dictionary. Okay, so the first word of my company is called American. I was like, do you like that word, American? Do you think it's a good word? Right? If not, you probably should go to another country. American. Everybody can agree that's a pretty good word, right? American. Good, right? Here's the second word in the company that I work for. Okay, it's called American. Second word is called income. What do you think about income? Income's a good word, isn't it? Right? So you like income? So yeah, I like income. Okay, so there's American, income, and then guess what the third word in my company is? Life. You like life? Yeah, that's the company I get to work for. Yeah, well, what do you do? Oh, we do consulting in the financial services industry. So we get to help clients protect their assets. We use insurance products to do so. And it's great because we get to help people. We get to make great income, and it's fun. And I have a good time doing so, you know. Do you like helping people? Oh, okay, great. Well, you want to know what? I can't guarantee you anything, but I know the hiring director. And what I could do is, if you're interested, I could get your information and pass it along to the hiring director for you. How's that sound? Okay, great. Here, how about this? I'll send you a quick text message right now. Here's my information. And I just shoot them over a quick text message, right? So anyways, little side note on that. Didn't want to go into all that detail, but I'll just end on this did I talk about building skyscrapers last time? I had it in my notes. No? Skyscrapers? Anybody? No? Okay. Call me out if I did, all right? So and I might actually use this a little bit tomorrow. I've used this so many times in my career when I had to have conversations with myself and others about the complexity of starting your own business, okay? You know, if you want to build something, what's the first thing you got to do is you got to lay what? You got to lay a foundation, you know? And if you want to build something that's like really, really big, like let's say you wanted to build the biggest skyscraper in the city of Chicago, right? What kind of foundation would you have to put in? A bigger foundation, right? And in fact, you know, you want to build the tallest thing up, right? But guess what? For the first year or two, guess what you're going to probably have to do? You're not going to build up at all. You're actually going to have to dig down. You might have to dig down. So some of us at the beginning of our career think we're just going to come here and build the biggest skyscraper in 3 months. When you got to realize the first 3 months of your career, the first 6 months, the first year is you laying a foundation. And sometimes laying a foundation is actually digging a hole and going deeper. And you're like, Tommy, this makes no sense. I told you I want to build up and you're telling me to dig down. Fundamentally, logically, doesn't make any sense what you're telling me to do. I want to go up. I feel like I'm digging myself deeper into a hole. Does that make sense? This is not fun for me to dig a hole right now. It's boring. Every time I drive by it, there's nothing there. Right? If you build a house, the same thing's going to happen. You're going to be frustrated. Nothing's going to happen for a long time because guess what you have to do? You have to put a foundation in that's strong enough to support your dreams. If you're building a dream house, you got to put a strong foundation in. But you got to put the honest work in to laying every single brick exactly the way it needs to be laid. Everything needs to be done. The concrete that you pour into your foundation, you don't just go and pour it. You got to test it. Like my dad would build these bridges and they would have to test the cement before they put it in the bridge. Does that make sense? Some cement mixes are stronger than others. We just want to take the cement, pour it up in there. No, it takes an extra day. We got to test it, make sure it's a good batch, put it, then the next day, then we can pour it in there. But it takes a little bit longer to do it the right way. Trust the system, guys. Trust the system. Okay. You're in order to have the tallest skyscraper in the city, okay, you're going to have to put the most time in up front on that foundation. You know, like you might see Ashley being a top producer, but you don't see all the time that she spent up front learning and falling down and scraping her knees and getting back up and getting coached again and learning how to fail, which means the first attempt in learning, failing forward. That's all failure is the first attempt in learning. She just kept on learning and going and growing, you know? So it's the same thing as the Chinese bamboo tree. Anybody know the Chinese bamboo tree? You guys know about that thing, right? Same thing, same thing. You know what it does? It'll grow underground. It'll be a little sprout above ground, but below ground, it grows all these roots for years and years and years. And when you walk by it, you're going to see nothing. You'll walk by it and you'll see this little thing. You'll think nothing's happening. You'll think nothing's happening because on the surface, you don't see it, right? But remember, internal growth precedes external growth. Internal victories precedes external victories. So the whole time, it's just under the surface, growing, growing, growing until it knows it's like, now it's time to go. And literally within like, I guess it's like 3 to 6 months or something, this tree grows. It goes 4 years, no growth. And then from 3 to 6 months, it'll go to be one of the tallest trees in the jungle. Why? Because it spent the time on the foundation, right? Spent the time on the foundation, okay, guys? So remember, quitters never win, winners never quit. That's the rule in my house, guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's have a great week this week. We have the directors coming in next week, so let's bring them in with a bang. All right, I appreciate it. Let's go.
Great meeting. Get it.
Get it.
Safe travels, Tommy. Today. Thank you.